Bathroom Savers is a small renovations business started by plumber Chris Billett. He saw a gap in the market and dived in, but with no prior business experience is struggling with leads. To help Chris establish referral relationships that pay, we sent in networking expert Julia Palmer and Business Enterprise Centre guru David Baumgarten.
So Chris, tell us all about Bathroom Savers and how you got started.
Bathroom Savers is a company which specialises in rejuvenating old bathrooms, so not renovating them as such, but bringing them back to their original condition. I got the idea because I'm a plumber by trade and I've done, quite a lot of this type of work. Saw a gap in the market and decided to pursue it.
Who do you see as your ideal client out there?
My clients, the landlords, so people who own properties that don't want to spend the money on a full renovation, but they just want to clean it up for a low price.
So that's one of your, I guess, unique selling points. What else makes Bathroom Savers unique?
Well, Bathroom Savers is a one-stop shop. People doing the work we do, like plumbers install vanities and tapware and everything, but if you want, a shower screen installed or a bath painted or the grout in the tiles fixed up, you have to call all different tradesmen, whereas we're a one-stop shop,
So, Chris, it's a relatively new business. What challenges are you facing?
I'm a tradie at the end of the day, and making a transition from tradesman to business owner, it's a big step.
I think it's a good thing to address that there are some shortages and skill gaps that you might have, and there are some great organisations that can help you even along the way. So the good news is you don't need to know everything. You just partner with people that do, but then you can learn as you go as well.
Yeah, and I also agree with that because really what you're doing is taking that information at your pace. But one of the other advice I'd love to give you today is that you must have a plan. What a business plan is, it's a structure so that you follow it step by step. If you follow that strategy, business plan, you start to get a direction on where you're taking your business, as opposed to you're going out there every morning and saying, oh, my God, I know what I'm doing here, right? You've got a plan, you've got a strategy to move ahead. Now, throughout Australia, there's a lot of government organisations that are there to provide this assistance to you. And they're non-judgmental, and they will sit down and help you work on some strategies. From that, you can then come into organisations such as ourselves, and we run these short business planning workshops and that.
I actually did a course at the BEC 10 years ago when I started my business just to help me with some of those skills, and I still remember all the things that I learned.
And guess what? You're going to be in a room with other people that are in the same space as you, and that is the best thing about it, isn't it? Because you realise that you're not alone.
Chris has a great product to sell, but is battling to get sales through the door. After the break, Julia and David share their tips to establish a thriving referral system. Chris Billett has started a renovations business, but he's struggling to make the transition from tradie to business owner, especially on the sales front. Let's get our business experts' tips for making that move.
Well, one of the biggest problems that I've faced is approaching real estate agents, and they're giving me a bit of the cold shoulder. They don't return their phone calls, and it's probably not their fault, but the way I'm approaching them.
The thing that we're experiencing at the moment is it's a seller's market, so which means real estates are not returning phone calls. It's not right, but it is very hard to get through. So if you can make it win-win, which I'm sure you can, because at the end of the day, if you're saving time, you're saving money, then they just need to know about you. And the other really key thing and what's going to get you in their door and stay in their door, which is a whole nother area, is being exceptional. So the better you are at the quality of what you do, the better you are at the service. I find in your industry, people don't communicate as well as they can, and hence some of the courses that you can do to upskill. But the more that you relate to those customers, the more that you create a good experience, then of course that real estate agent wants to put you in because they know that you're going to do a great job.
You're a convenience. You're making it so easy for them. And guess what? They will go out and they'll talk about you. And it's about that external conversation. People will start recommending you.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, because the real estate agents that I have gone into and got a couple of jobs, they're giving me repeat work, but it's just getting my foot in the door and be given a chance, to impress the agent.
So this comes down to your plan.
Absolutely.
So I would always say, align the networking plan to the marketing plan and align that to the business plan, and that's how you're going to actually move all three forward. If you're looking at strategic partnerships, which a real estate agency approach would be, it might be actually a longer approach and you have less control over that. But we'd need to look at a couple of other avenues to make sure that you're not sitting back and waiting for the agents. Another piece of advice I always give clients is to capture testimonials, because often people walk away, they're really happy with it, but you didn't ask them for that feedback. Now, when you look at someone's website, word of mouth, testimonials, other people experiencing you is what makes them feel comfortable in working with you.
Every touch point you have with a potential alliance is about putting your brand out there. Every time you deal with a client, it's about your brand.
Relationships take time, but they're your most worthwhile investment for growing a business.
Good luck.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Consistent referrals are so important for a service business. How do you go about getting them? Well, as Julia and David said, make it a win-win situation for referrers. Be exceptional in quality, communication and service, and look for strategic relationships. They're great advice. For more, go to kbbtv.com.au.